Thank you for tuning in and welcome back to Real Estate Investing. In today's episode, you'll learn about tips on tenants when renting property. My name is Andrew Finney. Please consider me your real estate geek. I'm always here to help. If you need help finding a top agent where you live, or if you simply want to drop me a line to say hello, my contact info is below. If you haven't already done so, please go ahead and subscribe to this channel now and like this video. Thank you. So let's go ahead and talk about the importance of screening tenants and the importance of property management companies if that's something that you choose to do. So there's really going to come down to some different points, and the reason that you want to know this stuff up front about tips on tenants and renting property are things that better plan and better prepare for, and any documentation that you need to get in order. I mean, if you're getting ready to rent out your property, and I'm assuming that's probably a pretty safe bet since you're watching this video, you're simply curious about how that works. The reasons could be three common reasons that people rent a property. Number one reason is that some homeowners don't have to sell a property to buy their next one, and they want to keep it as an investment. Others go in with the mindset of becoming a real estate investor and actually intentionally purchase property to have rental properties. The third option is what happens if somebody got a job transfer really quick, or different life circumstances popped up and they didn't have an opportunity to sell their house, or they think they might be coming back to the area after a life circumstance. So if you got like a job relocation, you're essentially forced to rent it out really quick until such a time that you can get it sold. So what do you do next? Well, if you're going to be doing it yourself, you're going to want to screen the tenants before you rent out the house. So you're probably going to think, okay, Andrew, that's great. What are these things that I need to do? Well, in the rental agreement, you want them to always sign a rental agreement up front. And before you agree to rent to them, you want to be checking their past and present employees. So they need to have a rental application that's asking them for this information. The past and present employers, who are their former landlords, so that you can call them for a reference. Present income and monthly debt obligations. Not that we need to be like giving them a mortgage essentially, or playing a loan officer, because that's not what we're doing, but we want to make sure that they have the income and in relation to the monthly debts that they have to actually pay the mortgage, or pay their rent on time. You want to know what their credit scores are, because credit scores are a good indicator of how reliable they are of paying their bills. You want to know the number of occupants, and you got to be subject to the Fair Housing Amendments Act of 1988. We can put a link down below for you in the show more description, so that you can go ahead and have that link to refer back to for more information. If they're going to have pets, if you're going to allow pets in the house, what type of pets are being allowed? What are the deposits for the pets? If you're going to require additional deposit for the pets. You also want to check into their police report. You want to see what kind of, if they've had a criminal activity or what their history is, and ideally that's not the case, but you want to still have the police report checked. You also want any personal references that they may have. Perhaps a good personal reference could be from their employer. Something to think about, something to consider, and put into your rental application. Ensure that you do your due diligence. If you bypass any of those steps right there, you could be in for a whole world of hurt. Just because you shook someone's hand and said, hey, yeah, I'll rent to you, and then you have a problem with trying to get them evicted because maybe they missed out on their mortgage, or you're having complaints about your house from the police department because they're doing something they shouldn't be doing. Something to know about. Now, what a lot of people do choose to do is hiring a professional property management company to help out, because there is so much involved with renting out the property and then playing landlord, from home maintenance and everything else that might come up, and things that need to be addressed with the property. So a lot of people turn to a property manager, and it's important to know up front that it's always negotiable with property managers, but a lot of times they typically charge somewhere between 8% and 10% of a monthly rent. So let's just use that as the example here. Let's call it 8 to 10% of the monthly rent is going to go to the property manager. So you're probably thinking, okay, well, what the heck are they going to do? Well, they're going to do quite a bit. In addition to doing what they just did right there, there's 7 really important things that a property management company is going to do for you, the homeowner. They're going to advertise the house for rent. They're going to screen potential tenants. Just the whole process, what we just talked about for the first segment of this video, was screening tenants. They're going to do that for you. They're going to collect the rent, and they're also going to collect security deposits. They're going to negotiate the rental contracts for you, and also take care of the signing of the lease. They're also going to conduct periodic property inspections for you. And then as a 6th point, they're going to handle the maintenance items as they arise. So if you get a call from the tenant, or they get a call from the tenant or property manager, they're going to get the call. So toilet went out, or when I say toilet went out, it broke, right? It's just one of those runny toilets. Or the water heater broke or something like that. They're going to contact you, the owner, and let you know the situation and see how you want to proceed. If you have a home warranty on that property, probably save you a lot of money in the process, especially if that water heater went out. or they're going to coordinate it based upon your direction as far as getting the repairs made to the property, but you're not going to have to be worrying about tracking people down and ensuring the job got done. They're going to do it for you. And most significantly, one of the next most significant things that they do is, if necessary, they'll actually file eviction proceedings and start the eviction proceedings of the tenant to get them out of there, so you can get somebody in there that is going to pay you the money for the monthly rent. So those are a couple of things to really think about. There's a lot of points and a lot of tips in this video. You probably might want to go ahead and rewatch it again, especially about the screening process, or reach out to a trusted real estate advisor about how to find a great and reputable property management company to work with. Now, if you have any questions about this video, I'm going to put my contact information up right now. I always enjoy hearing from you. Now it's your turn. Tell me what was most significant to you about this video and what you're going to take away the next time you get ready to rent out a property. Was it the screening process of knowing who the past and present employers were? Was it the fact that you should be asking about the number of occupants pursuant to the Fair Housing Amendments Act of 1988? Or was it that you should be checking on types of pets or a police report? These are all wonderful things. Tell us in the comment section below, along with any other tips that you have on renting out a property to the tenants, in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching today. If you want to see other great videos like this, please go ahead and do 3 things. Number 1, please subscribe to this channel. And number 2, please like this video. Number 3, please share this video around with someone you know is going to be able to help. Thank you so much for watching today. In between now and next time, I'm wishing you and yours a lifetime full of love, wealth, abundance, and happiness. Thank you.